dignity in the workplace is not guaranteed. Unfortunately, only 4 out of 10 employees feel their employers care about them as a person. I'm Andrea Spudich. I'm a strengths-based leadership development coach and consultant, and I work with executive leaders in their teams to build a compassionate culture that builds capacity for their business and brings dignity to their workforce. I remember when I started my career, I had all these hopes and aspirations. I had all these dreams about the impact I was going to make in the world. I had envisioned the kind of companies I was going to work for. They were all great corporate citizens. They did right by their stakeholders. However, as I progressed in my various roles, working for and with major brands, I realized what I had envisioned was not what I was experiencing. In fact, it was anything from how employees communicated with one another to how leaders were disregarding the workplace. And then one day I realized I personally was not immune. Little by little, my dignity was being chipped away. And then one day it all came to a head. I was at a moment in time where I was really excited about leading a high visibility project in the firm I was working for that had won the praise and the endorsement of the executive team. But that particular day I was meeting in a conference room with Bob. Bob was who I thought was a trusted stakeholder, someone who actively recruited me to be part of his team because he appreciated the value that I brought to the team. Bob and I were talking specifically about the project scope and considerations. And at the end of the discussion, I asked Bob, I said, Bob, are there any potential risks that could derail this project? He paused. He looked at me straight in the face and he said, no, not unless you F it up. I was completely stunned. I thought at that moment in time, Bob had just kicked me in the stomach and I was totally blindsided. It was at that moment though that I decided enough. Enough of the toxic organizations, enough of the dysfunctional leaders, and enough of being devalued. I decided that I was going to dedicate my work to building healthy cultures, to building people up, and supporting leaders who provided stability and compassion and trust and hope. And also to work for those companies who cared about their employees, cared about their customers, and cared about society at large. I work with executive leaders and their teams to build healthy, engaged, caring cultures, ones that build capacity by leveraging the talents and the strengths of their employees. And they use that as fuel for innovation and growth, to create an environment where employees feel seen, heard, acknowledged for who they are and that they matter, and to create an employee experience that has a direct positive impact on customers, on recruitment, on retention, and brand reputation. So if you are a purpose-driven company who's interested in building a better, more resilient future, please reach out to me via LinkedIn. I would love to be able to help you and your leaders build a workplace where dignity is intact and every employee feels valued.